Hey, what's up, okay, Dirt Outlaw? How you doing, buddy? You having a good day today, brother? This is my first live ever on YouTube. Anyway, I've done other lives like on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook and shit like that, but never here. And you guys see me and hear me and everything, all that good stuff. Not bad, man. Just hanging out. Just hanging out, and just I don't know. I made my daughter breakfast and getting ready to get up, start doing some things here around the house. What you up to today, brother? I'm trying to set this phone somewhere else. Let me see. I don't actually have a computer right now. My computer blew up on me, so I'm using my phone. There we go. So, how are you guys? Okay, is it cold where you're at, buddy? It's freaking freezing here. It's like 32 outside right now. Get some folks in here. It's 24 there. Yeah, that's man. Yeah, that's man. I'm not ready for this. I'm not looking forward to it at all. At all. But it's gonna be a lot colder winter from what everybody's saying, from what the news and shit has been saying. Is this year, global warming and stuff really gonna take hold of us. So, yay! You can see my excitement from here, all the way here in Nashville. I didn't expect to get a whole lot of people in here on my first live. I just wanted to try it out and see. I've never really done one before, so I thought, why not give it a shot? I'm really glad you're here because that way we can kind of figure it out together. At least you can help me, and you're helping me and don't even know it. What does it say? Kid stayed home from school today. He went to a funeral yesterday and saw his first dead body. Oh, dude, yeah. My very first time with my grandfather, and I remember I walked up and without knowing or without even thinking about it, I went up and his hand was like, sitting like that. And I walked up and I put my hand on top of his, and it was just like, I remember feeling that it it didn't give at all. It didn't, it was just cold and hard. And I remember I've never done that ever since. Like, I refuse to. Absolutely refuse to. And I see people like touching their loved ones and stuff like all the time, like rubbing their hair, and it's like, ugh, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. So I feel for him, man. That's terrible, man. Sorry to hear that, brother. Really am. That's terrible. Hopefully it don't stick with him too long and too bad, and he just kind of that was that and move on. But for kids, man, you can never tell. You never really know. They just kind of they do what they want. Their minds will think the way they think. This was his best friend's sister, 17 years old. Oh, dude. Damn. That wasn't even think he should go, but he had to support his friend. Yeah, absolutely. You do. I mean, I get where he's coming from, though. I totally do. It it's one of those things. It's like it makes sense to them, so you kind of just got to go with it. It's just like, I mean, if you really want to do this, then I want you to know what's about to happen, what you're about to actually experience. It's not pretty. It's not a reunion or a happy thing, a happy event by any means, any stretch of the imagination. It's horrible, and yeah. My nephew is only 13. I tried to explain it to him. Damn. Well, hopefully, I mean, hopefully he didn't suffer. Sorry about that. I definitely hope he didn't suffer or have to deal with pain or anything for a long period of time. Because, I mean, a person that has dealt with chronic pain and stuff, I know exactly what it's like to just sit there. It is hard. I hate funerals too. I mean, some of my best friends in the world I've lost, and I literally drove there, sat in the parking lot, watched everybody go in, and then was just, I couldn't do it. I like to remember people as the last time I seen them. That's the way I like to remember you. I don't want to remember you sitting in a casket or laying there, with your hands like laid over your belly. I don't want to. That's not the image that I want to carry of you as the last thing that I've seen of you, or the last image that I've seen of you. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I definitely don't want to have that memory of you dead. I want to have a memory of you that is going to be something that, we were at a race, or we were at, even just something dumb, like we were at the movies or shopping, or something, whatever, anything. We went to Bass Pro. Remember that time we went to Bass Pro together? And yeah, that was good times, man. I hate that he's gone now. That's the kind of memorial I like to keep in my mind. I'm just not a big funeral person. I never really have been. I made the mistake of viewing him and I still have nightmares. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I can't. Dude, no. No, 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 no. I don't want to remember somebody like that. And really and truly, I know this is kind of unpopular opinion, but I honestly feel like that funerals and stuff, I get it, it's paying respect, and it's that one person's last hurrah, so to speak. I know it sounds morbid, but it's their one last thing that they get to, their last, they're going out in style, their big party. And it's like 8 people that got. um I just think it's morbid. I think funerals in and of itself is just morbid. Like the viewing of the body and stuff like that, I've always thought was just really, really morbid to me. Now, a funeral itself, like burying the person and the family being by the graveside and all that stuff, I get that. That makes sense to me. But viewing a dead body, that never really rang home with me. That never once made any kind of sense. Just burn me, let's have a party. Yeah, I mean, I'm all about that, do something. I've always said that I wanted to go. There's a place here in Tennessee, here in Memphis, and it's called the Body Farm. And what the Body Farm is you can look it up on Google Images and stuff. It's real. It's there. It's 100% real place. And they have bodies laying all along the hillside, and they have like these metal cages over them. And what they're doing is they're part of a study that is looking at decomposition of human bodies, and they do like like drugs, and so not drugs, but like procedures and stuff to to try to preserve the body longer, and there's a lot of different stuff that they do. It's really wild, but yeah, they have that. And you seen that place? They do forensic scenes. Yeah, yeah, forensic science and stuff. Yeah, that's what I say. It's not like a morbid like haunted house, and they're real people. But yeah, they're out there just laying on the hillside, and they'll set somebody out there throughout the winter and see how they do throughout the winter. And then they'll do it, in the summer and in the spring during the rainy months, and then they'll have people like sitting all along next to each other that was like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, and that way you can see how the body. Yeah, they do a lot of crime investigation. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I always thought that's what I want to do. I always, take me out there. Just let me just lay on a hillside for the rest of my days until I'm a pile of bones, and then do whatever with me. Just let me lay there and look up at the sky. I always thought that would be so cool. I don't want to be put in the ground. I don't want to be burned. I don't know what I want. I, I don't know. I always thought that would be neat though, just to be just. I want to be just laid on the hillside and just let me look up at the sky, and whatever you choose to do with me at that point, I really don't care. And do good science. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I'm all about helping people. I want to help people as much as I possibly can, and I feel that even in death, I could still do that. I could still definitely offer, insight onto maybe what burgers was, or especially being an amputee, people would definitely want to look at that and look into that and think, why did this person lose his leg? What that there's a whole lot of reasons for it, but yeah, I think that would be really cool. I don't know how you would even go about doing that. How you would go about you know uh, like donating yourself. I don't know. I don't I don't know how that works. So, but this is pretty cool, man. I've never had a live chat before. This is it's really neat. I'm digging talking to my homeboy, OK Dirt Outlaw over here. I've seen a deal too where you can have send your body in. Either cremate it, do something with it, send some kind of soil. Get back and plant a tree. Yeah, something else I seen also was where they like the human body is. They basically take a tree and like set it on your belly, and then your body is like curled around it, like kind of like a fetal position kind of thing. And then they put a bag, like a burlap sack, around you and the tree itself, and then plant that, and you literally become part of that tree. Look it up. It's awesome. It's real. That's a real thing that people have done, and they literally like. Okay, yeah, it's the same thing, but yeah, that's what they literally like the human. They take the person, like fold them up like that, kind of like with their feet straight up and their hands straight up, and then they literally will put like a tree bulb down there like that, wrap the whole thing up, and just down into the ground. And like I said, you literally grow into that tree, and that's really really cool, really cool. Think about having that like in your yard and stuff, and your kids could like have a tree house, or a swing or something, like they could climb that tree. This is definitely not a conversation I thought I was going to have this morning. You're exactly right, my man. I never once thought about that, but hey, whatever. You come here, you don't know what the hell we're going to be talking about. We'll talk about anything, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I have nothing to. I don't get embarrassed easily. I'm not ashamed of jack shit. Never done anything illegal. Never. I mean, I'm boring as fuck. Really. I mean, straight up, really boring as hell. Can't get any tattoos. Can't get any piercings. Can't nothing like that. None of the good stuff. Can't even drink beer. Can't do nothing like that. Physical therapy is going really good, brother. It's going really, really good. It's this last time I went, which was yesterday morning, we we did all kinds of shit, man. We did like a lot of walking and stuff. It's mainly a lot of walking right now because that's the number one thing you're trying to do is get back to walking. Everything else will kind of follow suit, but right now it's walking is number one. It is the number one thing. Um, we do a lot of like calf raises and leg raises, that kind of thing. We're like basically again, like I was showing in my video, you're just kind of sitting on your side and then just like straight up and then down, straight up. You don't want to go like, you're not in a race. You just go real slow, hold it as high as you can, and then down. And man, those coming down like that, that's when your leg starts going like single leg amputee. Yep. That's so am I. So am I. I have two friends that are. Yeah, I'm above the knee. That's me. But I mean, you know that from watching videos and stuff. How what is he? Is he or he or she is below the knee, above the knee, or what's the deal with that? I don't need to know what happened. It's none of my business unless you just want to tell me. But I a lot of amputees don't like being asked that. Is above the knee as well? Yeah, cool. Right on. Right on, right on. Hopefully he's doing good with it, Doing better than me anyway. I'm getting there, but I mean, right now it's rough. It's definitely rough. It's not something I'm proud of. Well, I mean, I'm proud of it, but I'm just saying like, I'm not at that point where I can like just take my crutches and be like, ah, and then I'm done with it and I can just move on. Lost it due to diabetes. My prosthetist, Matt Bulow, he lost his leg when he was 14 to diabetes. Same thing. He has a insulin pump that, like, he showed me one day, like, unbuttoned his shirt and like pulled it to the side right here, and you can see a little box inside of his chest. It looks like a cigarette pack, like under your shirt. It's kind of strange. It's like you can see it kind of under his shirt right there. But yeah, that's an insulin pump. And he was saying something about recently he was talking to a doctor or something, and he's going to get some kind of experimental module. He's going to get this thing taken out of his chest, and then like it's basically just going to be a tube that comes out of him, and he can like connect it and reconnect it and all that good stuff. So I thought that was really neat. I don't know hardly anything about diabetes at all. I mainly cover like limb loss and depression, PTSD. You know, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Get shots every day. Yeah, that's just part of it, man. I mean, it's crazy watching those people like when you get them when they're getting their shots or whatever, because they'll just be sitting talking or whatever. Like you know, I've talked to my friends on FaceTime before, and they're sitting there, we're just chatting or whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, right. Well, the other day we was at Kroger, and then I couldn't believe it. It was nuts, and you could just see them just." And I was just like, and they didn't even care. Like they're just like, but yeah, without even skipping a beat, they were just sitting there, just like it didn't even bother them. It's like, oh my god. I mean, I've had 7 amputations, and every time I still get a shot, I'm still just like, it still kind of weirds me out a little bit. I don't know. I'm a big sissy, I guess. But you would think at this point I'd be like, really? That's what bothers you? But no, no, I don't like shots either, and I don't see how those people can do it, man. I mean, I guess it obviously you want to live, then you're gonna do it. You're gonna be doing that. If not, then nobody wants the other alternative. Hey, but believe me, there's nothing you can do, brother. So keep pushing. He runs half marathons and skis and surf. Yeah, see, I'm not really planning on being like doing all that kind of stuff, man. I mean, I've mentioned that in my videos before. There is Nick Lavery, um, let me see, Amy Bream, Joe Beckwith, Amy Purdy. Amy Purdy is a professional snowboarder. She has missing both her feet below the knee. She's a pro snowboarder, and she's been on Dancing with the Stars. Um, oh man, all kinds of stuff. Nick Lavery lost his leg. He had a. It was well, he didn't have it. It was blown off in Afghanistan. My man comes home, goes to the hospital, everything. Gets his prosthetic, goes through his physical training and everything, like I'm doing right now, or physical therapy, and he enlists to go back. So my man went back to Iraq. Back to Afghanistan with his prosthetic and fought with his prosthetic. I'm gonna make a video of Nick. I'm trying to get a hold of him, so I can actually have him like on the video itself. I think that'd be really cool to have like a FaceTime or something with Nick and let him kind of explain a little bit to my folks, who frequent my page and maybe go see his stuff. So basically, it's kind of like I'm going to lead people over to his channel as well. Um, but yeah, man, there's a lot of inspirational people out there that are doing just crazy things, and I mainly I want to work. That's my whole thing. I want to get back to work. I'm a tile man. I set tile. I have forever. I mean, it's just I grew up in tile. I grew up in flooring, and that's just what I do. Showers, backsplashes, tub surrounds, shit, floors, obviously. Um, pool houses and swimming pool decks, all that kind of stuff, everything. And not being able to, sorry, in a Reebok. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, she's insane. I mean, that's Amy. That's my gal. She's awesome. She is awesome. But but yeah, she had some kind of toxic. I don't even want to remember. I don't even want to try to say what it was. Something in her feet went septic, and it caused her to lose like both of her feet. She had like trouble with her spinal cord. It was a whole thing when she was a very, very small little girl. It wasn't like an accident or anything. She had a lot of stuff going wrong with her when she was very, very small. And as she got older, it just kind of, they thought it was going to kind of wane and kind of progress as she got older and her body grew a little bit, but it didn't. It got worse. Who's that with Amy Purdy that we were just talking about? I'm sorry. Okay, I got off on a rant. I apologize. Tell me who you're talking about one more time, please. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what we were talking about. But yeah, Amy, yeah, she lost her feet. I actually know her. I've talked to her several times. I don't. I mean, it's not like my friend. If I saw her, it wouldn't be like hugs. It's not like that. But yeah, she gets her legs and stuff from the same place I go to. Matt Bulow Prosthetics here in Nashville. They're also all over the place. Let me see. There's several in Colorado. There's one in New York, one in Los Angeles, one in San Diego, um, one in Oklahoma, one in Utah, one in Florida. No, there's three in Florida, one in Atlanta. So I mean, this dude gets around. He's all over the place. um, he works out of the one here in Nashville, so I'm lucky enough to actually be working with the man himself that builds them. He's in California. Yeah, his company might have. You can ask him. It's Bulow. Is Bulow. But yeah, he does a lot of people like that. A lot of stars. The running blades and stuff that you see. He does a lot of that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. I don't have a running blade, but I want to get one. I think that'd be cool just to kind of learn how to work with it. Oh, sorry, I know what I was getting at before with my original point. We were talking about like doing marathons and sprinting and doing stuff like that. I want to get back to working. That's my main goal is to just get back to working and it if I can just get back to at least doing vertical stuff like shower walls and backsplashes and that kind of stuff, I can get helpers to do floors and that kind of things. I mean, I know plenty of guys that are willing to do it and have a lot of faith in me. But yeah, I that's my big goal. That's my big thing I want to get out there and do. Running a marathon and skiing and snowboarding and all that stuff. That's cool. That's really cool. I grew up skateboarding my whole life, so I would really and truly love to just get back on my skateboard. That's my thing. I just want to ride my skateboard again. I think that would be really fun, and I've seen it done before. It's not like it would be a new, brand new thing, but there's a lot of people. Oh, excuse me. A lot of amputees out there that still ride their skateboards and stuff. They're not doing tricks and shit like they used to do back in the day, but I mean, hey, you can ride. You can get you a cruiser and still, have fun with your family and stuff. So that's kind of what I want to do. So if there's any kind of like, you know, extracurricular type stuff, it would be that. It'd be like, I definitely want to get out there and ride on my skateboard. And I don't see that being a problem. It's just going to take a little time to get used to the leg that I have. Get a longboard. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Somebody else was mentioning electric boards, and I was just like, I mean, if that's the case, I'd just get like a freaking, a scooter or something, But I like to be able to kick and push. That's always been my thing. I love kicking and pushing and just the freedom of it. If you're holding a remote in your hand and you're just like, that just doesn't seem very. I don't know. Maybe they are fun. I've never really ridden one, so I don't really know. It takes the skate out of skate. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're just kind of basically on a ski with wheels. I mean, I guess it'd be fun. I don't know. Like I said, I've never ridden one, so I'm sure if I rode one, my tune would probably quickly change. I'd be like, well, remember okay what we were talking about? Yeah, I've kind of went back on my word a little bit, brother. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, it could definitely change, but I've never had the opportunity to ride one because they're very, very expensive, and we just don't have it right now. So I go with what I already have, which is the skateboard that already exists. But no, I'm looking forward to getting back out there and doing like a lot of stuff. Just I go to the playground and stuff now with my daughter and that kind of thing, and she loves that. The fact that dad's there now, and mom and dad both are there at the same time, as opposed to it used to be mom just taking her over to the park because dad was having a bad day or is having his leg was not cooperating or whatever. Now those days are starting to become fewer and fewer, and I'm pretty stoked on that. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, pretty stoked on that. I'm gonna take him to grab a bite. All right, brother man. You have a great Thursday as well, brother. I'm gonna actually log off here as well. So this whole chat was just me and you, my brother. Yeah. Thank you for coming by, and I guess I will see you. I'll see you on the next one. All right. Take care, man.